Hey everyone, it's Yvonne Emilia Lizondo again. I just wanted to jump on and do a quick update on this week's astrology. If some of you have seen my previous post, I did mention that this week is probably going to be a bit heated, a lot heated. And there's other things in the astrology that I think are important to share as well. Again, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but 2020 has not been kind to us astrologically, and this week is going to be one of those weeks that could potentially create, either opportunities for healing, or it could create opportunities for having to manage or contain fires. Okay, and that's really what's been going on with Mars and Aries. So I'll just show you here Mars and Aries. Well, before I do that, let me show you up here. In case you're interested in the date as we move along. The date is up here. Okay, so this chart is for Monday, the 28th for today. But here is Mars down here and in Aries. Okay, so Mars in Aries is creating a significant amount of heat. It's creating a significant amount of agitation, potential aggravation, a whole bunch of, tense situations where we're constantly feeling like we have to put out fires. I mean, literally, like California, Colorado, Oregon, that whole, western coast is literally lit up with fires. That's a literal representation of Mars in Aries. But we also may be facing, fires within ourselves that we need to contain or that we need to put out, or fires within relationships or our environment. So this is a very heated time. Okay, now on Monday, the really cool thing about Monday is that we do have Mars in Aries, and it's making this beautiful trine to Venus. Now a trine is a natural, easy flowing energy. So between Venus and Mars, we have this sense of Mars in Aries is that fire, it's that essence of, wanting to, just get things done. And Venus in Leo is very passionate. It's very self-oriented. It's about me. So those two energies working together on Monday could definitely be a benefit for you if you can put together that sense of wanting to get things done with those things that you find, are of value. It could be art. It could be, just getting things done for yourself. It could be, connecting with other people. Venus represents, individual relationships. And so Monday is a good day for that. Okay, so let me just kind of clear this out here. All right, so then we're going to move on to Tuesday. And Tuesday is when we start to feel some more of that pressure. Tuesday, a couple of things happen on Tuesday. This is the 29th. The moon, okay, and Neptune in Pisces. When they connect, when the moon connects with Neptune, it could either be really spiritual, really spiritual experience, or it could be a very foggy, dense, lack of perception, lack of miscommunication, not feeling safe in your environment. And in Pisces, it gets more of that vibe. Okay, it gets more of the maybe not feeling as safe or as grounded as you thought you were. Maybe there's some things that are coming to light that you weren't aware of, or you're misconstruing certain situations. So I would be very cautious on Tuesday about really, don't act impulsively based on what you see. The next thing that is important is that Mars right here, okay, connects specifically with Saturn. All right, so again, Mars is in retrograde, so it's functioning more intensely, more agitated, more heated. Peppery is a word that I came across recently. Okay, so, and when it's connecting in a square to Saturn, the red line's a square, okay? When it's connecting this way to Saturn, it is literally, and I've mentioned before, like a Hot Wheels car just spinning its wheel and not going anywhere, because Saturn is just putting a pause on everything. Now, why is this important? Well, because tomorrow Saturn stations, it stops. Well, it doesn't literally stop, but it looks like it stopped in the sky. And so there's an immense amount of energy. When a planet is stationed, it is the most intense, the most powerful, is closest to the Earth, and so we're really going to feel it. The other important part of this is that, again, with Mars down here, Mars retrograde, and Saturn, okay, it is the exact aspect, another exact square. So Mars and Saturn are going to connect 3 times. They already connected once, I think it was August 24th. They're connecting again tomorrow. So not only are these two planets coming to an exact connection, okay, aspect is what it's called, but Saturn is stopping. So Saturn is the stronger of the two planets. It is now going to start going direct. It's going to pick up that energy. And so things that you really are going to feel like a battle between short-term, impulsive, needing to get things done right now versus long-term wait, patience. So you will start to feel that, and eventually you could definitely start to feel the pressure of all of that happening. Okay. All right. So this is on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we have, again, the moon comes into play here. Okay. Before it starts to get into the full moon, the moon is still connecting with Neptune, and it is now quincunx Venus. And so Venus and the moon are not necessarily connecting. They don't see each other very well. And so sometimes this may create, misunderstandings in relationships, or not really, you may think you have this much money in the bank, okay, and then you go shopping and you go on a shopping spree, and then all of a sudden you realize that you've bounced all of these, transactions because there's not enough money in the bank. So you may think you have available resources or connections to people on that day, and they don't necessarily play out. So be very cautious of that. All right, then on, what are we? Wednesday, then on Thursday, oops, here we go. Can't do that until I do that. All right, then on Thursday, we have the full moon in Aries, because now we're on the 1st, okay? And this is just a little bit after the full moon. But the full moon here, the full moon is now transitioned into Aries. And the full moon in Aries can bring, typically the full moon is, in Aries, is that passionate, like striving to start something, right? Would not do that this time because of everything else that's going on with Saturn and Mars, and Venus is kind of on the outskirts. It's not necessarily a very pleasant full moon energy. Okay, I wouldn't initiate things. I would probably just kind of sit back and take a look at, what do I need to heal from? What are some things in the past that I need to work through? And the reason I say this is because this right there is Chiron in the chart. Chiron in Aries, well, Chiron in general represents the past wounded healer in mythology. And so it's going to raise up, potential issues from the past, maybe internal self-conscious issues, or, subconscious connections to people or things, and, within your environment that you need to heal from, or, with family. And so this is a very heated, super heated energy. And of course, the sun is over here on the side, and it's in Libra. And the sun in Libra is in constant motion of trying to find balance. But when it comes to Aries, it's really pulled more toward the assertive side. And so you may start to feel like a pressure cooker with all of these, harsh, intense aspects hitting, the Mars Aries position. So it will feel like a pressure cooker, potentially. Then we have on the 1st, now we have the moon, okay, I'm sorry, on the 2nd, okay, so this is Friday. Now we have the moon, connecting with Mars in Aries. And so that in and of itself, again, major pressure cooker energy. It's like heated, it's like impulsive reaction, impulsive emotional, energy. It could be within yourself, or you could find other people being aggressive and emotional and, just assertive and agitated during that day. So be aware of that. But the reason that this is also important is because now the moon is hitting Saturn, whereas Mars connected with Saturn, on the 29th, the moon is now connecting to Saturn as well. And so that whole thing gets flared up again. That's really what the moon does. It comes in and it charges, or it flares things up, depending on, the planets involved. But in this situation, there's a high potential of things getting pretty heated. And I keep using pretty heated, agitated, because that's really the energy that we're dealing with right now. But then Saturn comes in and says, nope, not doing it. And Saturn is a stronger planet right now. So no matter how much you spin your wheels, no matter how much you think you need to get things done, they may not feel very easily, or any movement at all. And you probably won't feel that for a couple of weeks, okay? And then on Saturday we get a little bit of relief from the moon. However, because it moves into Taurus, and the moon in Taurus is usually a more easy kind of, energy. It's a little bit more, connected. It connects with Uranus in Taurus, and that's about change. It could be erratic change. It could be, it just new feelings, sudden things that happen that come into your perception that could either help you get grounded, or you find the beauty of situations, or you find the value in things all of a sudden. However, I was going to say however. The sun over here in Libra is now connecting to these guys over here and Saturn, and it's starting its trek through that same issue with Saturn that Mars faced earlier. So now we're going to have the potential for your energy, you yourself wanting to present yourself in a certain way, how you're using your energy, and it's fighting against Saturn. It's like coming up against this wall. So you may not have a lot of clarity about yourself. You may not have a lot of clarity about how you want to, move through life or solve problems, or, where you're going to spend your energy. You may feel like you're literally spinning your wheels again. So again, this is just going to be one of those weeks that is, more challenging. And then we get to Sunday, and Sunday we have the Uranus and the moon, okay? But Uranus starts to make an opposition with Mercury. Mercury is now in Scorpio. So Mercury in Scorpio is about that deep-seated thinking. It's about, wanting to really dive in deep and find the truth. And in the process of that, it may become obsessed in its thinking, or it may want to become that, private investigator that's, following, couples that are cheating, or, it becomes very suspicious. And so, there's that potential for this erratic, suspicious, thinking, or communicating, or just writing. Anything dealing with Mercury is about, communication, thinking, verbal expression, written expression. So we want to be cautious of that, because we still have all of this going on, we still have all of this going on, and we have all of this going on. So again, this is a very, very intense energy for the week, and just ground yourself as best as you can. Be patient with one another, be patient with yourself, do a lot of meditating, a lot of self-healing. I have some amazing friends that do some great healing work, some energy work. One of them is absolutely amazing if she does some body work, okay, and long distance body work. She is outstanding. So I'm not going to put her name out there just yet, because privacy. But if you are interested in energy healing, body energy healing, even at a distance, please contact me, because this woman is absolutely amazing. All right, y'all. If you have any questions about the astrology, reach out to me. Visit spiritualessence.com. That's spiritual-essence.com. And let's just hold on for the ride for this week. Okay? All right. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.